game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Wilson. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson being chased out left. He's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 30.
He's not watching the game.
As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team is here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
They controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming. So number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first for Ingram. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
You know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. On second down, it's Ingram, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security #1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Thomas. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. He's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
A typical how to stop a run.
Check hot route. Hot,
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 on score. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
I just don't do it against y'all.
On second down now, it's Carson.
Let's go.
And some space here. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Third and long. It's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive in the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discover.
But I think the ball's
let's go.
out.
Let's go. It don't matter if he touched the ball.
He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
48 to Mike. Hey, let's get this. Move. Mike 48, Mike 48. Watch the screen. Check 50.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Buying time, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
He was open.
The brother blitzed that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson, he's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is caught. And finally out of bounds.
Just look at that dot. Look at that dot, Joe.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that,
all game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, but it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now the pass brought in by Roberts, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Now Jackson on first down.
Oh,
Take it
look at that play.
for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 26 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. Open man is Ursula. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Carson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He's blitzing everybody.
They run for it with Carson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
He's scratching. Switch. Quick right. Hey, 0.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 16.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that makes it a 9-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Oh, shit.
This will be taken very short.
Oh, shit. These niggas losing the fuck out of you guys.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got a man complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the two scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all three timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all three timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's our time. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Good job right there. Hey, let's go double count right here, double count. Watch the whip.
Wilson wants to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
He's coming, double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch twist, watch twist. Wide, get wide. 36 power.
Throwing now is Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big gain there.
Ah, you thought, pussy. Ah, punk ass nigga. Yeah.